Hey, out there in video land, I want to welcome you to the premiere of a new podcast that I'm going to call I Hate Nazis. Somebody just asked, why, Gary? Why do you hate Nazis so much? Well, first and foremost, I hate those scum because I'm an American. I'm the proud son and even prouder father of West Point graduates. So I grew up with an inborn genetic hatred of all things Nazi. But Gary, somebody just asked over there, do we actually have any Nazis here in America? Well, the sad and correct answer is yes, abso-friggin-lutely do we have Nazis. Nazis have been a part of our society for close to 100 years, believe it or not, and these days the slime is once again oozing out from under rocks to poison our political and social discourse with the permission of a new branch of Nazism called MAGA-Nazis. Nazis do not believe in a constitution. All law emanates from the dear leader. He is incapable of making errors or mistakes of any kind. Nazis do not believe in elections. Dear leader will choose who is in what office personally, so you don't have to worry your pretty little head about any of that anymore. Nazis do not believe in education, but do believe in indoctrination, and from a very, very, very early age. Nazis do not believe in any religion other than worshiping the Führer, and you will worship him or else. Nazis hate everyone who isn't white and full of hatred for the other. But Gary, somebody in the back said, you guys talk too much. We don't have those types of people here in our beloved country, do we? Well, yes, as a matter of fact, we have scads of the bastards running loose. They are here. They are poised to wreak havoc in our elections this year, just like they did for the elections in 2016. And the goal to get more and more of them, Nazis, in our government at every single level, from dog catcher up. Well, yes, I can name some. I'm happy to. Let's start with the most obvious name, Dirty Little Donnie, the Orange Jesus, his own self. But that example is way too easy and obvious. Anybody can see that. But another proud and prominent one is usually referred to as Moses Mike. That's our illustrious speaker, Mike Johnson. Today, Moses Mike was bragging on TV about defunding the agencies that are responsible for intercepting narcotics like fentanyl that stop terrorism at home and abroad. The reason that he gave is quite simple. He is punishing them, that's a quote, punishing them for daring to hold the great orange one accountable for as many crimes against the country. It's as simple as that. These agencies are also responsible for interdicting all illegal arms. So this on top of being solely responsible for killing the bipartisan deal and killing further aid to the incredibly brave people of Ukraine. It's an insult, by the way, to say the Ukraine. I slipped up, sorry. So let's take a look at who actually benefits from Moses Mike's actions and what could possibly be his true motivation, shall we? First, the beneficiaries. That's pretty easy, actually. They're easy to see. His major beneficiary in every single action he has taken since he's been an elected representative, every single one has been to aid Vladimir Putin. Our nation has pledged aid to Ukraine for, quote, as long as it takes, end quote. But Moses Mike needs to curry favor with a dictator. I would really like to know why, wouldn't you? His girlfriend Vladimir also directly benefits by his defunding of the agencies that deal with Russian disinformation, which is a polite way of saying lying bullshit. He wants to make it easier to spread false narratives in our election. Remember, this is the guy who monitors his son's erections while his son is monitoring his. How many of y'all do that out there? I mean, come on, that is weird and very, very sick. But who else benefits? The cartels in Mexico, obviously. Fewer people working to keep dangerous drugs out of the country, keep military-style weapons off our streets, fewer people working to stop human traffickers. That is who Moses Mike works for. Not you, not me, not one single American citizen, except perhaps the Orange Jesus himself, who desperately, desperately needs the border as a campaign focus and issue. So from now on, anyone who dies of a fentanyl overdose dies because Mike Johnson murdered them. Women and children who are murdered in Ukraine now are being murdered by Putin and Mike Johnson. Again, Orange Jesus and Moses Mike need to keep Putin happy. I, for one, would really like to know why. Wouldn't you? So I'll wrap up. Americans must turn out and vote blue to save our democracy and to keep these sick, perverted people like the orange one and Moses Mike a million miles away from the reins of power. You do not want to live under an authoritarian regime, the one that the MAGA-Nazis are proud to tell you, they don't hide it, that is exactly what they have in mind for all of us.